Hello friends, in this video I'll explain you the concept of law of returns to scale, which is the study of long run production function. So before understanding this, let's have an overview of production function, which is the mathematical expression of relationship between output and inputs used with a given technology in a particular period of time. That means एक गिवन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम में कोई एक कंपनी एक गिवन आउटपुट को प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए कितनी इनपुट्स का यूटिलाइजेशन कर रही है और उनके बीच की जो इक्वेशन है उस स्टडी को प्रोडक्शन फंक्शन की स्टडी बोलते हैं. In the study of production function in economics, basically two inputs are studied and they are L means labor and K is machine, which is considered as fixed input, whereby labor is considered as variable input. So in this study we find two types of production function and they are short run production function and long run production function. About short run production function we have discussed in earlier video also. So here it is time to discuss long run production function. When we study long run, basically we talk about law of returns to scale. That is, if we increase both the inputs at the same time and in same proportion, it is called increasing the scale of production. That means जब कोई भी कंपनी अपने आउटपुट को इंक्रीज करने के लिए एक साथ लेबर और मशीन दोनों को किसी प्रपोर्शन में इंक्रीज करती है, ऐसा करने को increasing the scale of production कहा जाता है. When a company does this, there can be three types of returns possible and they are increasing returns to scale, constant returns to scale and diminishing returns to scale. So discuss these three types of returns one by one. And first, increasing returns to scale. When proportionate change in output is greater than proportionate change in inputs. So we can understand with the help of this diagram. Initially a company is using 100 labor and 100 machines per week and producing 1000 units of output. But just to increase the output, if company is doubling the inputs, that means 200 labor from 100 and 200 machines from 100, company is hoping to produce 2000 inputs output, but company is able to produce 2100 units of output. That means the output is more than double, then it will be called as increasing returns to scale. Why it happens we will understand later on. Now talking about constant returns to scale, whereby if a company is increasing both the inputs from 100 to 200, company is able to produce only the double of output, that is from 1000 to 2000, then it is a case of constant returns to scale. So I have mentioned when proportionate change in output is equal to proportionate change in input, this is called constant returns to scale. Now talking about diminishing returns to scale, when a company doubles both the inputs, that is labor from 100 to 200 and machine again from 100 to 200, company will be hoping at least 2000 units of output, but the output is only 1900 units of output. That is a case of diminishing returns to scale. Why these three varied types of returns come to a company when a company increases the scale of production, we will understand as causes of various returns. So basically these three types of returns are because of two concepts, that is economies of scale or diseconomies of scale. First let us understand economies of scale, which I have written as benefits accrued to a firm because of increasing the scale of production. That means जब कोई भी कंपनी अपने प्रोडक्शन के स्केल को इंक्रीज करती है तो उस कंपनी को जो भी बेनिफिट्स होते हैं, एंड दीज बेनिफिट्स आर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रिडक्शन ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन पर यूनिट. किसी भी कंपनी के स्केल ऑफ प्रोडक्शन के इंक्रीज करने की वजह से जो उस कंपनी की एवरेज कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन रिड्यूस होती है उसे इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल कहा जाता है. सिमिलरली इफ बिकॉज ऑफ डूइंग दिस द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीजेज, this will be called as diseconomies of scale. I have written costs incurred to a firm because of increasing the scale of production, but it will happen when a company continuously increasing the scale of production. A time will come whereby the cost of production in place of reducing it will be increasing. That in detail we will discuss later on in the form of cost curves. Now these economies of scale and diseconomies of scale can again be of two types. internal economies or diseconomies of scale, at the same time external economies or diseconomies of scale. And we talk about first one, that is internal economy or diseconomy of scale. They can be possible because of our technology used or because of management efficiency. That means अगर कोई भी कंपनी एक एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ कर रही है या उस कंपनी के जो मैनेजमेंट के लोग हैं बहुत एफिशिएंट हैं, वो कुछ इतनी अच्छी पॉलिसी वगैरह बनाते हैं जिसकी वजह से कंपनी की कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन रिड्यूस होती है, दैट विल बी कॉल्ड एज इंटरनल इकोनॉमीज ऑफ स्केल. At the same time, if the company is using old technology has been obsoleted, or the management people are not efficient, this will cause increase in cost of production per unit, will be referred as internal diseconomies of scale. When we talk about external economies or diseconomies of scale, I have mentioned 2 points again: location and government policy. So if the location of the firm is like this, it is responsible for reduction of cost of production, will be called as external economies of scale. At the same time, if the location of the company is like far away from the market, then it will cause increase in cost of production, will be called as external diseconomies of scale. If we talk about government policy, if a government policy comes like this, that it is responsible for reduction in cost of production, will be referred as external economies of scale. At the same time, if the government policy causes increase in cost of production, will be called as external diseconomies of scale. I hope you must have understood something about law of returns to scale and its causes. Thank you and have a nice day.